So, today we continue reading through the Yuktis, the 112 gateways to the yoga of wonder and delight. Specifically, the 5th Yukti onwards, we'll see how many, just a couple. As always, each one of these can be a meditation practice that can fulfill you for life. So we'll go slowly through them. This is the 28th verse of the Vijnana Bhairava Tantra. Amulat kirana bhasam sukshmat sukshmataratmikam Chintayetam dvishat kante shyam yantim bhairavodaya. Follow the path of the life force as she flashes upward like lightning through your body. Attend simultaneously to the perineum, that bright place between the legs, to the crown of the skull, and to that shining star place above the head. Notice this living current becoming ever more subtle as she rises, radiant as the morning sun, until she streams outward from the top of the head into all-embracing gratitude. Thus become intimate with the life of all beings. That's the 5th Yukti that Bhairava shares. The word of the verse is sukṣma. Sukshma, meaning subtle, minute, small, fine, thin, narrow, short, feeble, trifling, insignificant, unimportant, acute, subtle, keen understanding, nice, atomic, intangible matter, the subtle, all-pervading spirit, the supreme soul, marrow, or woven silk. All of these imagery and definitions come to mind in the Sanskrit word sukshma. The practice? Sukshma has a range of meanings, including insignificant, unimportant. This is a teaching. What you are looking for is right here, but it looks insignificant to you. The gateways that open to your inner life are here, in minute perceptions easily overlooked. The inspiration and energy you need for your meditation practice is already present. Tune into the subtle aspects of your sensory experience that are so tiny they seem intangible and atomic. Be alert for that which is as fine as woven silk. You can think of sukshma as subtle, sensuous experience. You walk outside on a beautiful day, and feel a tingle of sexual electricity just because you are alive. It lasts a second and then disperses throughout your whole body, but your next breath is a bit more enjoyable and colors seem brighter. There is a microscopic level of sexual excitement flowing around your skin. That is subtle sensuality. Or say you are listening to music. At a certain moment, one of the players touches a string lightly, and the quiet sound moves you deeply. The music doesn't have to get louder for you to feel its power. That is subtle sound. Or consider a moment when you are loving someone and the lightest touch means everything. A delicate and slow touch can feel more intense than big motions. That is subtle touch. Subtle sensing is fun and freeing. You take more and more pleasure from less and less input. In this yukti, you are invited to take pleasure in subtle electrical sensations flashing through your body, from the mula, the root of your spine, through the sexual centers into the belly, heart, throat, and head. The verse reinforces the notion of subtle and minute with the word kirana, meaning dust, very minute dust, and beam of light like the rays of the sun or moonbeam. We sense the energy of life sparkling like dust motes, drifting slowly in a beam of afternoon sun. Sukshma. What a great first yukti of our reading today. Following the path of the life force as it travels through sukṣma, subtle pathways into each and every little nook and cranny, from the base of your spine all the way to the top and beyond. Let's read the 6th yukti, next one, which is the 29th verse. Udgachatim tadit rupam pratichakram kramat kramam urdhvam mushtitrayam yavat tavat ante mahodayam. Trace the river of life that flows through you, the luxuriously rising energies, gradually touching each of those centers along the spine. Savor every shimmer of color along the way. Enter each area tenderly, loving as you go, finally, gently, dissolving in the crown of the head, then above, in the space above the head, the great dawn. The word is Krama. Krama, progressing step by step, succession, order, uninterrupted or regular process, sequence, the position taken by animals before springing or attacking, method, attainment of the object desired. The practice? Sometimes, when you are making love or meditating, the energy of delight will slowly build and flow through each area of the body, touching everywhere, tickling and massaging. Here, the use of the word Krama alerts us to notice both the progression of energy, movement, and the sense of it being poised to spring. Watch cats creeping up on something, step by step, and then crouching to spring. Observe this progression in your mind and body. A series of thoughts will lead up to something, and then suddenly a realization will spring into your perception. In sex, the energy builds up and then suddenly gushes. Whenever there is energy, there is the play of tension and release. In Tantra, we are stretching our capacity to pay attention. In music, tension builds and then is released. In physics, tension pertains to stretching. In electricity, tension indicates voltage. The higher the tension, the higher the voltage. In sex and meditation, energy sensations may intensify in one area of the body until we feel we can't take it anymore, then release and stream to the next area, or dissolve in orgasm. We each have our own individual preferences in terms of sequence, which may vary from day to day. Krama suggests both inevitability and surprise. Attention is more engaged when we have the sense that we are going to get release, yet don't know when. In your body, you may have noticed, there are areas of more energetic intensity, such as the perineum, sexual organs, lower belly, solar plexus, heart, throat, forehead, top of the skull. In the physical body, there are nerve plexuses corresponding to these interesting places. In the subtle body, the body made of prana, these networks are sometimes called chakras. The word chakra means wheel, a potter's wheel, an astronomical circle, a cycle of years or seasons, a whirlpool. Your physical body is the center of a galaxy of subtle magnetism. Find the sequences that work for you. Don't impose anyone else's system of body energy onto yourself. Explore and make your own map. The chakras evolve through being employed appropriately. For example, your heart chakra develops by loving people, not by being forced to open. You will learn about your own internal sequencing through love and meditation. One of the amazing gifts of a healthy meditation practice is the ability to relax deeply into the ever-changing, unpredictable, always surprising, ecstatic flow of the life force. I like that. A yukti around rising tension and release, both anticipation and surprise. Why don't we read just one more yukti? The 7th yukti, which is the 30th verse of the Vijnana Bhairava Tantra. Krama dvadashakam samyak dvadashakshara bheditam stula sukṣma parashtitya Muktva muktvan shiva. Let your attention glide through the centers of awareness along the spine with adoring intent. There is a song to each area of the body, resonating in sweet vortices, long rhythmic vowels and hums, ah and e, hum, resounding on and on. Find the harmonies emanating from the circulation of life energies. Listen to these as sounds, then more subtly as an underlying hum. Eventually, as the most subtle feeling, then diving more deeply, dissolve into freedom. The word of the verse is Muktva, M-U-K-T-V-A, long A, Muktva. It means loosened up, freed, let go, having liberated oneself, having attained final emancipation, having put aside, accepting, accept, save. The practice? Muktva is the energy of liberation. I want to be free. I want room to live. I want to express all the life that is in me. This urge is a primordial force, one of the strongest impulses in a human being. If you want to thrive in yoga, connect with this unstoppable force in yourself, and let meditation be a space to let your energy run wild. Each area of your body, each vibrating wheel of delicious energy may have its own idea of freedom. Your sexual center may want a certain kind of contact. Your solar plexus may want to feel powerful. Your heart may ache to flow freely in love, and your head is concerned with its own agenda. One of the keys to a healthy meditation practice is to give yourself permission to feel all of who you are. Cherish all your instincts and emotions. As you introduce the feeling of Muktva into your meditation, all your energy centers may start talking with each other about what they want, giving you fantasies and sensations. This is good. Enjoy the show and practice the skills of conversation. Let everyone talk and listen to each other. Consider meditation a safe place to be in conversation with your radical impulses toward freedom, whatever they are. When you accept a wild impulse of freedom and let it permeate your body with energy, attention gets attracted towards sukṣma, the subtle dimensions of your life force, and a vibrant serenity emerges. Another key to freedom is to let meditation be a safe place to explore, where any and all feelings are allowed. You can let any thought or emotion come without editing it or controlling it. You don't care what thoughts come and go, and you don't try to remember them. All you need to do is make a simple decision. I won't act on any thought or emotion that comes during meditation. You give freedom to meditation by letting it be its own separate state of awareness, in which the body-mind system can explore new patterns of connectedness. Then, after meditation, with a clearer mind, you can make time for decisions. Another great trio of meditation practices. I very much enjoyed those three. I hope you did too, and maybe you can find time to practice any of them. Again, the words are sukṣma, subtle. Flow with the breath and let it fill all the subtle parts of your being, especially along the spine. Krama, progressing step by step, that methodical build-up. And Muktva, being freed and let go, that yearning to dissolve into freedom. Thank you very much for listening. I look forward to continuing reading the Radiance Sutras with you. And as always, if that brought up any insights, reflections, curiosities, you're always welcome to share them.